Okay then, we are on the last lap of this Plymouth body spruce up, I guess you would say. I hate to call this a repair, but we're at the worst part of it, I think, and that's this quarter panel. This is the rear quarter panel on the right side here, and these are notorious for rusting out, even on cars that weren't exposed to salt damage. They're just well known to deteriorate and come apart. And this one's no exception. This one has been repaired, and this whole bottom, this is not even the original quarter panel. This is something that was, this part's original, I guess. Possibly not. Actually, I think it isn't. I don't think any of this is original. It's galvanized. A piece of galvanized metal was put in here and riveted in, and then there was another patch put right here, riveted in to patch up the corner in Bondo, and you can see that's all, as they say, that's all blown out now. The whole thing's blown out, but it's got more problems back here, and I'm not going to deal with that right now. This whole thing has been reconstructed, so like I said, this whole car, you know, it's got a lot of problems. So we're just doing a backyard repair on it, or front yard as the case may be. I'm actually in the driveway now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do this the professional way at all. I'm just simply going to take my thin gauge metal. Somebody asked me what the gauge that metal is. I think it's either 20 or 22 gauge metal. It's real thin stuff. It's not flashing. I'm going to take it and attach here and patch over this. I'm just going to cut a piece that will kind of, you see where I've squared this off. I'm going to cut a piece that'll go in here and cover this over, and hopefully be able to fasten it to something. Hopefully got enough metal in here to do something with, but we're going to try anyway. So there's just layers of rotted stuff in there. So we're going to try to cover that and fix it somehow, and I'll let you know how it works out. So let's go on with that. Okay, looks pretty good from here. Got an ant on my camera lens there, the viewfinder. So anyway, just real simple. I just kind of formed this piece of metal, and I just used my drill bit and drilled some holes and put some screws in temporarily. I think the ones that I put down here are going to be permanent, but these, once I get some Bondo, got this thing sealed in with some Bondo, then I'll take those screws back out for a seamless transition. So anyway, I'm going to work on that in a little while. It's starting to cool off some, but it's getting dark. We've had a high pressure system sitting over us for the past few days, and the weather's just hot and dry and terrible. This lady next to me, she's over there. She's been watering that yard and fertilizing it and stuff, on and on and on all afternoon in this heat, and she's still got that bare spot on her yard over there for all her work. But okay, makes her happy. Maybe that's how she gets rid of stress. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next installment of this little video. Alright, well, it's the next afternoon. It's a sweltering hot day. The heat is just suffocating, but I have my portable shed set up here, which consists of a large piece of cardboard braced on the garbage can, and then I have my ventilation system over here, which is currently turned off. But working away at this. I've got my panel put in, and I put a coat of Bondo around it. Well, I put the screws in, as you saw yesterday, and then put some Bondo around it to hold it in, and then I've been working. I sanded all that down, pulled the screws out, not necessarily in that order, and just working another layer of Bondo on here. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm about to go eat with my brother here in a little while, so I'm gonna put on another thin coat of Bondo in a couple areas, And then by the time I get back from eating supper, hopefully that'll be ready to be worked. And over here, like I said, there's not much left of this quarter panel, so I swung the old Dollar General aluminum foil back into operation here, and that's what I did with this. I just kept stuffing it with aluminum foil until it took shape. So I'm gonna start working a layer of Bondo on that too. I know those of you that are professionals at this are saying they can't believe you're doing this, but hey, you know, it's cheap, so why not? It's an old car. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Somewhere down the road somebody will find this and they'll laugh, ha ha ha. But anyway, it's fun to do, fun to practice on. It's kind of actually helping me develop my skills as far as working with Bondo and filler and sanding and laying on paint. That paint I got lays on real good because it's actually real automotive paint, same stuff. So I'm learning how it goes on and looks good, how you have to do that. So this has really been beneficial to me in that regard. So okay, well, I will go ahead and do some more now, and then I'll check back in a little bit. Well, I just want to make a short observation. I know how much y'all just love these observations, but I've met my neighbors over there finally. They had a yard sale, and she actually came over and invited me to come peruse the yard sale, and I did buy some things from her. She seemed like a nice enough lady. Her husband's real nice, but she has still not made any attempt when she's out here doing her yard work or anything, and I'm out here to actually speak to me otherwise. So that's kind of off-putting. I don't quite understand people that do that, but I don't know. Maybe basically it just comes down to serving their own needs. You know, she needed some money from me for yard sale stuff, so come over and invite me, but otherwise don't speak. So that's how some people are. But anyway, she was out there working on that yard yesterday, which I think is great. If she's happy with it, I'm happy with it. No problem there. But I'm telling you guys, she worked on that yard for hours in the scorching heat, and she watered and she watered and she sprayed and she fertilized. I could smell it. And that yard, and she still has a huge burn spot off on it, you know, and I'm just trying so hard to reconcile that. I can't put the logic together about why you work so hard on a yard that is not even growing correctly, for lack of a better word, growing what you want it to grow and look like you want it to look. I just don't understand that. Why not back off on doing the rest of the yard so much and concentrate on that part right there, that little burned off spot? And I don't know, I don't get it. I guess she knows what she's doing. In the meantime, my yard gets no attention except for mowing, and it just grows like crazy. Not a burn spot on it. Look at that, just lovely green grass. That maybe that makes her mad or something. She's holding it against me. Okay, anyway, I've got a glob of Bondo to get together here. See you in a little bit. Well, okay, the coat of primer's on. Gonna let that dry. It ain't looking good back there, so I'm gonna retreat inside for a little bit and see what happens here. That's the way it goes. You try to get out here and start doing something, and the weather, even though it's been, like I said, it's been clear all day and hot, it turns against you at the last minute. That's okay. We're getting this far at least. So, and you know, this, like I said, is going to be very apparent. I can see in there how rough that looks, because this is a rust job, and like I said, it's nothing permanent. You know, for the methods I use, which are the totally wrong methods to do this, it's passable. But more than anything, this is just kind of, like I said, a training session for when I actually buy a welder and start doing this stuff the right way. This is kind of giving me some experience as far as working with materials and things. So, and I may have mentioned this earlier in this video, maybe not, but one of you, I forget your name, I'm sorry, but mentioned about some adhesive to use on these kind of things. Thank you very much for pointing that out. I didn't know about that, and so that's really really well appreciated for you to let us know that. Be trying that later. So thanks again, man. Okay, well, let's see if it rains or not, because I want to hurry up and get some color on this thing. See ya.